Good. Right. Well, I guess we're live, aren't we? Right. Welcome. My name is Mark. I'm managing Arsenal in Football Manager 2020. Should have said that before. We're just coming up to the Christmas period. We had a bit of a blip against Man United, which you'll see in the previous video. We got through to the Carabao Cup semi-final, which will be against Spurs. It's 2 legs. And yeah, overall, the season's gone pretty positively. There's really high expectancy here at Arsenal, considering there's been so many positives, in particular like the youth and the amount that I've brought through. Just like Unai Emery is doing in real life. This is a Project Youth save, really. So we're on the 21st of December. Today I'm going to be showing you the next 3 games. So Chelsea, Sheffield United and Southampton, which will take us through to January. I may do a little bit of work off screen about the January transfer window. I might even do it on the screen. I don't know yet. Chances are I'll probably do it during. I want to keep this save as all-encompassing as follows. Like I actually watch quite a lot of YouTube Football Manager saves, and they tend to say like, "Oh, here we are, we're in the match," and they might show a bit of an update, but they don't show what goes on throughout the game. And that's what I kind of want to do, is like, this is how I play it. I'm not changing the way I play it for the sake of recording. I'm recording this to track my progress, and also to show that from start to finish, how I achieve something, how I play the game. If anyone's able to watch it and pick anything up off it, even if it's something as simple as, you know, an idea for a tactic or a player to buy, or the way to interact with someone, or like for instance, one thing I always do, you get the monthly training review, and I always praise the player who's the best. And if there's anyone that's in the worst category, because sometimes it's empty, then I criticise it. That's what I do. Yeah. If it's the same player every single month who's 10 out of 10 or whatever, then after a while I don't. Because after a while then you get told, like, you know, they turn around and say, oh, you know, not this conversation again, or something like that is what the player says back to you. So Kieran Tierney's been training well. I've praised him. And look at that. Look, he's going to be such a good player. And all of the players are doing really well. I've also been trying to balance out game time as much as possible, within reason. I mean, you've even got little players like this. I would have said him. They are all players who probably no one's heard of. I'll tell you what, this Catalin Sirian, I'd never heard of him, and I'm a die-hard Arsenal fan, season ticket holder, love the club. Never heard of that Catalin Sirian. But then again, I don't look at the youth teams very much. I'd heard of Joel Lopez from last season, last season's Football Manager that I brought him through, although his potential was a lot higher. And Levi Lang is a player, again, that I've just brought through and started to play. Other than that, and Carl Hein, again, it was another player that I brought through on last year's Football Manager. He's got quite a good potential ability. I'm just giving him game time here or there and letting him play when I can. Because there's not really any backup goalkeeper at Arsenal. So we'll start off. We'll play a game. We'll play Chelsea, who are 5th. This could be a train wreck. I'll warn you. This could be an absolute train wreck. So, Ober scored, finally, in the last game, so I'm going to keep him. Mesut, I'm considering rotating him out soon. In fact, I criticised his training, so let's drop him. Let's start Ceballos for this game. Where is he? He's not even on the bench. I'm playing him in the box-to-box, right? Let's start Ceballos. And then Maitland-Niles Organ-Doozy. We'll go Guendouzi, even though Maitland-Niles has got the better average rating. Maitland-Niles has played quite a lot already this season and is an option from off the bench. So, yeah. So because Mesut Ozil's trained so badly, I'm going to leave him out of this game. To be fair, his form hasn't been amazing, although it does say that he's averaging 7.3. 3 goals, 2 assists isn't amazing. We've got Martinelli who can come off the bench. I'm going to give some game time to Emile Smith-Rowe, to Aaron Guendouzi in the middle. Reece Nelson has been absolutely brilliant. It's hard to take him out, but we got Nicolas Pepe on the bench as well. They seem to be sharing that spot pretty well. Kolasinac has been in good form, and since Kieran Tierney got suspended, so we're going to go with that. See our Chelsea lineup. I've also I've identified 3 players that I want to sign. Not necessarily in January. There's one player I might sign in January. I'm just waiting for a scout report to come through. We've got the right back who I really want to sign, the Portuguese right back, Felipe Cruz. And the other's Kai Havertz. I want Kai Havertz. Chelsea are lining up with Tammy Abraham up front, Mason Mount in behind, Pedro on the left, Willian on the right, N'Golo Kante and Kovacic in the middle, Emerson, Christensen, Tomori, Azpilicueta, and Kepa. So maybe I've got a feeling that our left-hand side might be still pretty quick, isn't he? We'll have to see. Team talk. The media have given you a lot of credit. Put on a worthy display. Wouldn't be a game without a tunnel interview. I've started sending my assistant now. So we've gone with the balanced approach as well. Cool, that would have been a bad start, wouldn't it? Ah, it's a good cup of tea. It's gone for a positive now. I'm actually going to... Oh, what the hell was that? He just ran out the way of it, Emile Smith-Rowe. Socrates heads it out. We really do struggle when we head it out to get the ball back down on the floor, don't we? Defensively, we are frail. Like the game's got it absolutely right. Socrates didn't react. Straight away into another highlight. Let's demand more. Go on then, Obo. Use your pace. This game has got a thing about one-on-ones. Missing chances all the time. Five, 3 shots, 4 on target. Chelsea have had the 1, which would probably be their goal, I'd imagine. I do feel that the match engine on this is a bit iffy. Nothing's happening. That's it. I think I'm going to have to start making a sub. Probably bring on Mesut Ozil to try and for his playmaking, really, because we haven't created a lot. When we do, we bottle it. Yes, there you go. Over with the equaliser. Feel like Guendouzi should come off. I'm thinking Ozil on. I'm thinking Ozil to swap Ceballos. Could be a good move there and have him in the box-to-box role. Also, let's put on Gabriel Martinelli for Emile Smith-Rowe. Get creative. Inspired by the feedback. I think we can win this. Garnoba. It's a one-on-one, so of course he'll miss it. Of course he'll miss it. It's a one-on-one. Martinelli's been booked already. Martinelli's booked already. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Inside forward on attack. Inverted winger on support mode. Keep the balance like that. What is that header though? Like, completely not under pressure, just play it straight back to them. I just don't get it. I just don't. Well, see this highlight and then make the final sub. Probably be Pepe on for Nelson. It's been quite quiet. Great ball over the top. Ceballos, banger. Okay, that changes things a little bit because we want to protect the lead now. So, we'll come back. Quite a few players are shattered, aren't they? Let's put on Maitland-Niles for Bellerin, purely because he's knackered, and that's quite an important position for the way we play. And I don't want him to be... We make the final sub, and then he gets injured because of tiredness. Yeah, that's enough for me. Tammy Abraham just mugged him off there. And actually, I might even move him to be in support mode rather than attack mode. Nelson keeps it in for them to... oh, Martinelli, that's great chasing. Nelson, overlap. No? What are these crossfield balls all the time? Over. There are so many crossfield balls. Like, again, it's got to be something in the makeup of the game. Winner, Socrates. Well, who's fighting for it in the middle then? Maitland-Niles. Go on, get the ball. Nice, Ceballos. He's been brilliant. He's play the ball. Ozil. That substitution, Ozil coming on for Guendouzi, and then putting Ceballos in that deep line play, well, the box-to-box midfielder, but that deeper role. And then Ozil in the advanced playmaker seems to have paid off. Seeing as Ceballos and Ozil have scored goals since then. Great win as well against a team, Chelsea team, who were fifth in the table. We were obviously third. And that should open up a gap as well. Good. Great result. And Ceballos really proving his worth in that game, actually. If we were to buy him, have we agreed like a fee? Should we wish to? Minimum fee release 449,000. Let's just make an inquiry that if we wanted to make the loan permanent, what it would be. I'm not saying I do, but he might be cheaper than Kai Havertz, to be fair. Achievement unlocked. Superb dressing room atmosphere. You have superb dressing room atmosphere in dynamics. Fantastic. Good. Players like me. Does Xhaka discuss issue? I'm going to have to be honest with you. Beginning to get frustrated. I'm not getting the playing time I was promised. I understand that. I feel like I need to play and that I'd like a loan move to a side where I can start games regularly. I think it would probably be better if I let you go permanently, in all honesty. I think a clean break is the best option for both of us. Yeah, so out of all the options, it's a shame there's not more options. Like I always thought that maybe there could be more options in what to say here. But I'm basically going to say I'll let you go permanently. Forget I said anything. I wanted to drop the whole thing. Sorry, boss. See, Granit Xhaka wouldn't have said that. Like Granit Xhaka would have been like, fine. I'm actually going to offer him out to clubs because he is just gathering dust and he's got value here. So now that's interesting. His value is 29 million. But that's really interesting because who was it who I offered out and was worth 22? It was Mustafi. Yeah, his asking price is set to 25. That was it. And the next player to kick off will be David Luiz. But he's another player that I'm not too fussed. Like if he wants to come to me and say 17. Right, first things first, save the game so it doesn't crash. Like it did in video 9. Always save the game. 17's not a lot of money though. I mean, the asking price is 30. They've come in with 17. I could do with him off my wage bill though. 100k. Okay. Let's push for 30. happy days. There you go. I won't get greedy. I just want him off the payroll. Because the other thing is in this, at no point have they said, plus you pay towards their that I continue to pay towards their wage. So, not only have we hopefully sold him if he agrees terms, tempted to do the same with Mustafi, to be honest. Like, although Mustafi's all right, age-wise, and he is, like, in-game, he's actually pretty good. We've got a couple of player traits as well. I just feel like he's got value, and we need to start shifting on this Deadwood. Let's transfer list him for 25. One club is interested, it's that Chinese club. We'll wait till January because I don't want to mess up the Xhaka deal. Xhaka kicked off. We need Xhaka less than what we do. Yeah. Tottenham lost. Sheffield United next, and we can start ringing the changes. Callum Chambers is in need of match sharpness, so let's give him Willock, Tierney. Yeah. Has improved a lot as a footballer. Yes. Most improved decisions slightly by passing. Has gained experience at a higher level than before. Yeah, look at that extra star coming up, boy. So, Bukayo Saka. Good. Okay. He's actually, I mean, look, he's actually not bad, Ben Sheaf. Don't get me wrong, he'll never make it here. But it's quite a lot of money he wants. Oh God, I've gone the wrong way. Should be 35. Yeah. He's doing well there, actually. So Sheffield United and Southampton. So, in fact, yeah, look, Christmas Day is nearly upon us. Third position on Christmas Day. A little bit of a gap with United, although they've got a game in hand. We're about 3 points. Should Man United win their game in hand? Nice. Discuss issue, Louise. Jesus, right. I'm not starting enough for my supposed importance to this team. My career is stagnating as a result. I need you to ensure that changes. I think you're an influential member and carries over onto the pitch, so I'll give you no. I'll start you in the cup. No, I'm not going to guarantee anything about playing time. I promise to bring you on as a sub. No, I can't envisage you getting what you want anytime soon. So I look to sell you as soon as I can for the good of your career. That's what I would like to have said to Xhaka. Okay, so these, it looks like these ones would change his squad status. That one's quite. I'm afraid you don't fit in my plans at the minute. No, I must admit I want him off the wage bill. I don't want to leave the car. Make your mind up, David Luiz. Again, he's another one that, you know what, 150k if I can move him on. What's his value? 15 mil. They want 130 million. Forget it. That's a shame. So let's get too attached to Ceballos then, if they're asking for 130 mil. Out of all the clubs, client may become if he's not allowed to speak to Everton. Well, if the offer's shit, if the offer's not good enough, then he won't. That's a take it or leave it offer. What about Everton's offer? Is that negotiable? And selling team wage contribution of half, a quarter, a third. That is not good enough. And then Shakhtar. And they're expecting me to contribute 70k. Forget it. Maybe Everton's offer was better. I'm just wondering if I can get a bit more money. If I can make it to 10. In fact, let's leave it unspecified. Finances weren't right in the offering. I'll let you go if they come back with more reasonable. Yeah, that's exactly it. How much? 15 million. No, although it would take another 100k off. When does his contract end? So another season yet. I'm okay. If they come in with either 15 and the whole, selling team wage contribution, or if they offer 10 with no wage contribution. See, we're just going around in circles, right? Transfer, offer to clubs. Let's just offer it to Everton. Yeah. Just 10 million without. See if Everton come back. Oh, nice. Right, do we get an offer? Do we have a deal? Nice. That's one problem solved. Love that. 30 million for Xhaka. Right. Well done, Carl Hein. Arsenal players, Rob Holding and Aubameyang. Well done. That's good, actually. Rob Holding's been due a good performance. Mentoring unit has had a positive effect. It says that, and there's always his determination goes down. But he is improving, Saka. We have an offer. What do you think it is? 9 million from Everton? There is still that wage. If that wage contribution wasn't in there, I'd consider it. I just feel like 9 million is not enough, including the wage contribution. Let's be patient. Yeah, let's just be patient and see what happens. Keep him on the transfer list. And it means actually that we'll probably end up keeping Mustafi. Is there anyone else that we can just be ruthless and just sell now that we're in the next transfer window? So, Matt Macy maybe. So, no fee, additional clause, percentage of next sale. Ozil, like David Luiz. Klasinic on a fair amount. Mickey, there's a transfer. So actually, once we sell David Luiz, and of course the Ozil contract runs down, we're going to have a lot of money on our hands. No offers for Macy. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Shef signs new contract. Briefing, who are we playing? Sheffield United. So we're going to play our usual formation because that's what it is. Going to go with a positive outlook. It's a team that we should be dominating, whether we're home or away. We are actually at home. Right, so we can make changes to this team based around selection, because there are probably players that we can give playing time to that aren't playing regularly. I'll keep these guys out. I'll play them, though, in the cup game against Brentford. Lopez, Hine, Lang, Syrian, all of them. Granit Xhaka, now that transfer's been done, I don't need to worry about even giving him game time. So I'm tempted to play Callum Chambers there. Let's play Saka. Smith Rowe didn't have the best of games. In fact, let's play Martinelli. Guendouzi hasn't been in good form. Let's let Kolasinac keep his spot. Everton and Wolves want him. Let's offer to Wolves then. Mustafi maybe. Holding had a good game last time out though. Do you know what? We won't play Saka. We'll keep Emile Smith-Rowe in and give him a bit of consistency. He played in the last game. I feel like 6 goals, 3 assists versus 4 and 2. Lacker's probably a better option, but I want to give Ober another chance. Hector Bellerin. Torreira needs to go on the bench, whatever happens. Reece Nelson as well. No, he's still well. What about Nicolas Pepe? Nicolas Pepe's satisfied. Let's give him a bit more game time, Pepe. Yeah. Let's keep Ceballos starting. It's not a bad side. I need Torreira on the bench. Let's take the keeper out. It's unlikely we'll get a player sent off. Fingers crossed. So we've got Sheffield and then that's not very good. Wolves make 11.25. They want a selling team wage contribution. Right. That's better. If I can get you up. Suggest terms. They're happy with that. And I'm happy with that. Let's make it happen. Oh, this is spanking, isn't it? That's really good news. 30 million for Xhaka, 15 for David Luiz. You know, that's 45 mil. I think we can go back in for that right back now. And I'm going to have a look back at this defensive midfielder that I scouted and see if we've got a scout report here. Chambers is picked, needs to come out. Is this under 23s? All the others I'm going to need to rotate with. Yeah, they can play. But all the others, because we've got a game in like 2 days' time. I'm buzzing if we manage to sell David Luiz as well. I don't care about the £50,000. It's now 5 appearances away, and then that'll be. So finances are looking good, are they? 245 million. But we're about to get a lot of money off our wage bill, aren't we? Granit Xhaka must be on at least 100, is he? 100k. David Luiz 150. 50 of which we'll continue to pay for Wolves, so that'll be 100k. So that's £200,000 a week. So that's like £800,000. It's nearly £1 million a month that we're able to get off our wage bill there. And I don't think we'll miss them because they're not playing. Like I actually said a couple of games ago, let's save it so in case the game crashes we don't lose it. I said actually a couple of games ago that I was expecting those two to kick off, and sure as eggs is eggs. That's what happened. That's what's happened. So buttons. Good chance for Pepe to make a mark. Emil Smith-Rowe keeps his place. Chambers as well. Or should I maybe start Torreira in this game and Chambers in the next game? Let's start Torreira in this game and bring Chambers on because he's not 100% fit or even... Yeah, that's what we'll do. Because the next game as well, we're playing Sheffield United and then we're playing... Can't remember who we're playing after that. We don't play well against this formation, so it's probably good that we've got someone like Torreira in the middle. Right. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, a tunnel interview. I will send my assistant, my trusty assistant, Freddie. Let's do it. Straight from the kickoff. Emil Smith-Rowe. Kolasinac. Torreira. That's a pen. He's asking for clarification and awards the penalty. Who's taking? Pepe. 1-0. Great start, boys. Especially like this is a formation that our formation struggles to break down. Two-0. And it's Oba, which is good. So he's ended his goal-scoring drought. Not a lot happening after the two goals. It's good to see Oba get a goal. I might bring Lacazette on actually because he's going to start getting annoyed. Maitland-Niles, Pepe. Pepe. 3-0. Game's beyond doubt. It's usually around the second half and about 60 minutes that the game crashes. It's this sort of game as well where we're winning quite comfortably where the game crashes. Complacent. No. We are not getting complacent. Demand more. Oba, ball in. Oh, he's in the mood today, Oba. Now that leaves us with a bit of a problem because I need to give game time to Lacazette. But the whole time that Oba's free scoring. See if he gets his hat-trick. Going to have to say don't let complacency kick in. Half time. 18 shots, right. Team talk. Seem to lose confidence. All I said is don't get complacent. Seem to lose confidence. You're another one. Both of you. I'm really pleased. There you go. Listened nervously. I don't understand it sometimes. You're all playing well. Oh, there's his hat-trick. And now I can take him off to a hero's welcome here at the Emirates Stadium, because that'll be his third. Oh, are they VAR checking? Oh, he's miles off. Whoops. So, Torreira off for Chambers. Let's give him a bit of space. Sorry, a bit of time. Joe Willock's looking complacent, so we'll take him off. We'll bring on Lacquer, and then we'll put Ceballos into box-to-box. Play Lacquer up front. We'll also bring on Martinelli. I mean, it's harder in this situation who to take off, because everyone's playing so well. Let's... They were basically chases. Changes for the sake of it, really, weren't they? They really were. Good win. Turn of the year, we're doing well. Well done, that's a good win. We march on to the next game. Southampton, who are struggling in 17th. It is an away game. Classy Ober on form for Arsenal. He was as well. Anyone else drop points? Chelsea dropped points. Liverpool, Jesus. Man United won against Spurs. The Spurs are dropping down. City play later today. City won 3-2. Southampton go down into 19th spot just before we play them. I think being an away game, we've got to be a little bit careful. Having Ober on form, though, means I'm going to have to keep playing him. We've got any other Sheffield United? So, I'll have to wait on the physical condition of a lot of the players and for David Luiz to make up his mind whether or not he's going. But obviously we're going to play with a positive outlook, that goes without saying. We'll continue to play with our Um, yep, Southampton game. Is David Luiz going to make up his mind whether or not he's leaving? So does that mean that? Yeah, see, look, the availability, the money's become available, most of the money. Some of it's been kept behind. I think we can go back in. So let's have a look at the scouting. Oh, this is exciting. So where's that lad? He's a defensive midfielder. First off, this lad. Let's come back with a bid for him because I want him. Make an offer. Oh, let's try it again. Because I could do that. After 50 league appearances, 12 more million. See if we can take that one out. Nice. So for 15 million plus an additional 12 after 50 league games, and if we win the league, definitely, I'm happy with that. That's fantastic. That's made my day. Right, who was that defensive midfielder? He was a defensive midfielder. Vivani. Yeah, see, he's still pretty good. It's quite a lot of money they want for him. I'm not doing 21 million for him. That's realistic as well. Breakthrough prospect, fringe player, squad player. That's, yeah. But what I'll do is I'll start him on 10. Signing on fee is 70. Appearance fee is 2. And I'll do 15. After 15 games, 15k. He's happy with that. Let's do it. I'm happy with that. Exit talks. Really pleased with that. Really, really pleased with how smoothly that went. We could have made our first transfer. Bo, bo, bo. Pleased with that. Some really good business if we do that. And Liverpool battered City. There you go. And we got Southampton coming up. I need to save this game, don't I? Before I play the Southampton game in case it crashes. Must be quite dark in here. I think. Spurs lost again. They're having a stinker of a season, aren't they? Right, okay. That last team that we put out did really well. I'm going to make one change. I'm going to give Torreira a rest and put in Callum Chambers. I'm not going to change anything else. Apart from maybe give Mustafi a game instead of Holding. Just give Holding a bit of a rest, really. And we'll put in Kieran Tierney as well. Purely down to fatigue to Kolasinac. Ceballos, Oba. Players haven't had much of a rest, but let's do it. We want to do it. It just annoys me, all those tunnel interviews. Oh, keeper's dropped it in his own net. Well done, Willock. Games like this, it's always nice to get the early goal, isn't it? Shame for the keeper. Willock. Have I put him up front or something? Another one-on-one missed. Emile Smith-Rowe's picked up a knock. Nice open. Now don't miss this one-on-one. Oh, that sums it up. Still, I think what was the free? So started off with a win against Chelsea, followed it up with a win against Sheffield United, and hopefully, if we win this against Southampton, that'd be a good stream. And what I might do, just conscious it's getting towards quite a long time, I might come back for another stream in a bit. I've got a few bits to sort out. But I might come back for a stream in a few hours, in an hour or so. We are only 1-0 up, actually. I don't know why I'm so comfortable. Ceballos has picked up a knock. Chambers isn't having the best of games. Right, okay. Do the same in the opposite then. Torreira comes on for Chambers. Hopefully he can control the midfield. Ceballos has picked up a knock. We're going to put on Mesut. And Emile Smith-Rowe is... Yeah, you see, this is the thing, isn't it? Oba isn't having a good game either, but I need to start... If the physical condition drops of... I think Oba would have been offside there. straight away into another highlight. What a ball. Go on over, finish. 1-on-1s. Sort 1-on-1s out in this game. Seriously, it's ruining the game. Pepe's knackered. Emile Smith-Rowe. Let's bring on Martinelli. To be honest, Pepe could have done with coming off as well. He was knackered. I should imagine Lacazette, though, is going to start screaming for "Don't you dare." Great tackle, Kieran Tierney. Crossfield ball, Martinaldo. Go on, Martinelli, finish. Oh, he's hit the beans. He's hit the bloody beans on toast. Jesus. This game needs to sort it out. It really needs to sort out these 1-on-1s. It's killing it, man. It shouldn't be we should be about 3 goals up. We really should. It shouldn't be this squeaky bum. And if they do equalise, I'm going to be fuming. I mean, I can tell them to tighten up and all that business, but to be honest, it's not about that. The game should have been put to bed. Final action. Tierney wins it. Ball comes in. Socrates heads it out. Who's fallen asleep there? Who's 35? Martinelli. Right, Maitland-Niles. Should be the end, anyway. A good win, boys. Well done. Doesn't tell the full story. I think probably we could have scored a few more. 41 points at the halfway mark. Comfortably in third place. United could be on. And they drew. They got a game in hand. They win that. Brings them up to 36. We're on 41. Man City and Liverpool. Man City just starting to run away with it. Although I think Liverpool battered City, didn't they? Yeah. So that sort of brings it a little bit more level pegging. Teams in trouble are Watford, Southampton, Newcastle. But Spurs at the moment struggling on 25 points. They've lost 6 games already, including to us. 7 draws and just your 6 wins. Ceballos injured, 2 to 4 weeks, damaged foot. Right, and has David Luiz made his mind up yet? So I think next up we've got West Ham, haven't we? So next up West Ham, save it. So if the game crashes, I don't know if they fixed that crash. I haven't had it in 2 saves now, in 2 playthroughs. I did get it once when I was trying to recreate the draw at Norwich. Watford. The draw at Norwich and then the win at Watford. The draw at Watford and the win at Norwich. If Felipe Cruz is able to join us in January, I might put that right back out. I'll give him the game against AFC Wimbledon. and then I will loan Lang out. That's only fair. West Ham need to play against our strongest team. And then, yeah, we've got AFC Wimbledon where we can ring the changes. And then we've got Spurs in the Carabao Cup. So I think that's a clean break. I'm tempted to play the West Ham game now. Training schedule. Eddie and Nketiah, dude. Scoring all the time. I just like to scoring all the time. Feels like he's doing a high amount of training. Listen, son, if you want to remain at this club, El Neni, I mean, I can offer him to clubs. He's only worth 11, but I don't think his contract ends soon. He won't be signing a new one. Who wants him? Lazio at the end of contract, kind of get that. He's going to be a hard player to move on. A lot of these players need to be offered out. All of the... I don't think we're going to get any serious offers. That's the only one I asked for. Percentage of next sale, 50%. All of these. If I know they're not going to be... but usually you would do that at the beginning. Alfie Matthews isn't a bad player. No one will offer any money for these players. I'm fully aware of it. It will be no offers for all these players. Crazy that this player, with the stats that he's got, is so gettable. Oh, okay. Offers made for Arsenal's Tormy. They've all got 50% of next sale. Accept all transfer offers, yeah. I'm not worried about the money. It's about the suffering from a cold. Go home, Roger. Oh, Felipe Cruz. Looks like. We have made a signing. Da, 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 da. He says, when will he join us then? 1st of the 1st? Oh, does he now? Thanks, Senyehi. So you've just suggested Edison, who plays for Man City, Ilkay Gundogan, Man City, Gabriel Jesus of Man City, Otamendi of Man City, and Benjamin Mendy of Man City. So you suggest the Man City squad is what you do. Thanks, Raul. It's brilliant. No offers for 3 players. Can't say I'm surprised. Pepe wins. So that was Tormy, wasn't it, who got on? Robbie Burton. We might as well go through if we can get any money or clauses, then so be it. So just literally, I've already done that guy, have I? That was muck enough. Harry Clark, we've been here before. %50 of next sale. So it's like, I don't care if he goes for 500,000. It might just be he ends up being snapped up by his next club for. David Luiz has agreed to join Wolves. So that's another good bit of business. Preston in for Mook enough. Well, they have offered Mook enough, so I'm happy to let him go. Charlton make offer. Yep. Tactical briefing reminder. Oh, who have we got? West Ham. This is going to be a bit more of a challenge, isn't it? So we're going to welcome back. We're going to play a strong squad for this for various reasons, but one being that we need to come out swinging. So Bellerin, we're going to have Rob Holding back in there next to Socrates. Kieran Tierney, we'll keep him down the left as well. Nicolas Pepe played well in the last game. How's his physical condition? He's recovered. He's still a bit tired, isn't he? Let's play in Reece Nelson. Willock, Callum Chambers come out for Torreira. Emil Smith-Rowe come out for Bukayo Saka, who hasn't played in a couple of games. Ceballos is injured. We welcome back Mesut, who is no longer being lazy in his training performances. And then we're going to stick with Ober up front. I'm really conscious I need to start giving Laka some more game time, otherwise he's going to start to get. Says he's happy with his game time, but I can see that changing at some point. Because even in like Europe now, we started playing Martinelli up front, so I need to start looking at that. But that should be enough. Must respond to what? Oh, the briefing. Right, so can I... They wanted quite a lot for that defensive midfielder, didn't they? Let's try something again. After Premier League, 50 league appearances. Oh, per league appearance? No. Isn't there one after league appearances, instalments after? Maybe it's a clause then. Eh? After 50 games, we'll put on another 10 mil. Or let's do that. Let's make a suggestion. I know they're going to want is acceptable. Okay. Squad player regulate important. No, I can't do that. So he's going to start with then he's going to go fringe and then squad. Well, if you want to start as a squad player, that's fine. I can't see you in 2 years' time being that. Fine. Not going to be held to ransom by a player like that. Right, so we've got West Ham coming up, and then I really will call it a day. Be nice to see players come and go. I've done some good business, actually. I'm really pleased with that. Really, really pleased. And halfway through, we're basically on target. Good. He's signed and he's sold 2 achievements. So David Luiz, Cruz, fantastic. Welcome, Felipe Cruz. Straight into training as a complete wing back in attack mode. Yes, he should be in the senior squad, y'all. At this age, what is he, 9? Okay, so we're going to do him on strength. So that's really good. Granit Xhaka, no offers for 6 players, which I understand. Oh, I need to have a look at that. Ben Shef is now returned. That's already being scouted. Olympic Games in South America. I think he needs to be at least a regular starter. I'm not too worried about the money involved in the deal. Arsenal, Alexander has managed to develop a new trait, cuts inside from both wings. He got that from Oba. Bukayo Saka, pictures and mixed players, 90 some positive and some negative ones. Keep saying that, and then you look, Determination looks to have gone down, but his personality is still balanced. That's good that Syrian's working well. Goal of the month. Oh, we missed out. I don't remember this goal. Place shot from 21 metres. Honestly, don't remember it. Oh, yeah. Was that the third? I think that was... Yeah, there you go. It's the third. So where's our new right back, hey? He's injured. How did I not spot this? Oh. Right, well, we'll have to wait. In some ways, in some ways that will help him bed in. West Ham coming up. Premier League. If he's going to be a regular starter, I don't mind him going. Squad registration. So one thing I need to do is put in Felipe Cruz. Okay, so he counts. So he doesn't need to be registered. Yeah. That's fine. I'm pleased to announce the Boars have raised an extra transfer budget of £83 million. Okay, that's it. Right, Kai Havertz. Seriously, let's just go straight after Kai Havertz. That is amazing. Oh, we need to qualify for the Champions League to make use of that. Shall I just make an offer anyway? Let's make an offer of like £80 million. Why not? Okay, they want a bit more than that. Let's offer the release clause, yeah. Even if it doesn't relate to us. Let's just see if it would work. Hold that in. It's unlikely. So what is our transfer budget now? So if we made budget adjustments, the most money we can make available is 96. So by saying 92 is probably about right. Oh, God, if we got Kai Havertz, that'd be it. I'd be off. To summarise, the boys are pleased with your management of the team, pleased with the 3-1 win over Chelsea, pleased with the positive atmosphere in the changing room, happy that Nicolas Pepe's recent performances, very disappointed with the finances involved to sign Felipe Cruz. I'm really pleased with it. And why have you trusted me with another 83 million? Concerned about Arsenal's Premier League 0-0 draw with Watford. Oh, do me a favour. And concerned about the finances involved in the deal for Granit Xhaka. Sorry, nah. I'm not sure I like that about the transfers. A D. Happy with the impact the team's tactics have had in recent matches. Particularly pleased with the attacking football on offer of late. The board are delighted at the harmonious atmosphere around the club. Socrates, Mesut and Oba. I was really pleased with that cruise deal, and they've just told me it was a bad bit of business. I'm shocked. My eyes, the goggles do nothing. So we've already chosen this as our starting lineup, haven't we? So let's just have a quick look, see if anyone is unhappy or concerned at their playing time. Mavropanos, I get that. Ober, it just says is satisfied. Guendouzi, yeah, he's another one who's not playing particularly well. Let's keep this run going. New Year's Day. What, we're in the 3rd minute. Saka. Ober. Oof. And then who was that in the end? Mesut, I think, wasn't it? We're starting off really well. Let's demand more. Need to push for that first goal. Good ball, Nelson. Looks like the defender got there first, didn't it? The way... What? What are we checking? What the hell was that? Bizarre little bug. Oh, but get there. 1-0. Good start. Do we need to have a VAR check? Saka. No, he's easily onside. It's there just to help him in, help the ball in. First half, pretty good first half for Arsenal, I think. It's a long ball forward. Tierney will get on the end of that. Plays it inside to Torreira. Willock. Socrates. Ball over the top. Ober. Of course, it's a 1-on-1, so he misses. Of course. Oh, Torreira. Absolutely. Why are 3 players looking nervous in a game that we're winning 1-0 and battering 15 shots? Right, let's crack on. Because we're showing them. I don't want to overcommit by going on to attacking. We got the 1 goal, and that's important to get in front. Ober again causing them problems. Finish this time, of course not. It's just nice to see Ober scoring. I'm going to bring Lacquer on anyway. He hasn't played in such a long time. He must be lacking in match fitness. No. Who else do I bring on? Reece Nelson's doing well. Mesut not so much. Saka not as well. So Martinelli on there. Going to push these guys forward. Like, I know we don't need to go for it. Inverted winger on support mode because he's doing, and then inside forward on attack mode. Yeah, then he can stay. Don't know what to do about Ozil. Have we got Ceballos knocking about? No. Willock's. I'll tell you what, we'll take Willock off, who's looking nervous, for Ainsley Maitland-Niles and give him another run out because he deserves. I should have taken off Torreira. That's who I should have taken off. I should have put Callum Chambers on, giving him a bit of game time because he's not playing a lot and he's been out with injury and he's not 100% fit and all that business. So we'll have to just see the game out. Let's give a bit of encouragement. Let's tell the players to get creative. 23 shots to their 0, 11 on target and only 1 goal. Torreira to knock one in straight to the keeper, straight in the keeper's arms. Good ball, Bellerin, Nelson. Football's brilliant, isn't it? If they would have scored from that one chance, that would have been something. I can feel a goal coming. All right, let's go back to 4-4-2. Once this finishes, crossfield ball, Reece Nelson, do it, beats him. Nice, Ozil. Now let's make it. Good. Lacquer. Finish. Bloody one-on-ones. They never go in. I know it's only the beta, but it seriously needs looking at. We should have scored more than this. 25 shots on goal. We scored 1. Should kill the game off Mark Noble going off. Thought we had a free kick, but we'll never know what happened to that. Anyway, should be cruising towards another win. Never take it for granted. Not happy with the finishing in that game, though. 27 chances. A good win, boys. Well done. I'm actually going to say disappointed with the quality of finishing. Sometimes people have to tell you hard things. So that's good. We are third, comfortably. Man United have 2 games in hand, but they're even if with 6 extra points, that'll bring them on 39, whereas we're on 44, which is good. Finances looking good. Obviously, we have £82 million transfer money because of that cash injection, which was very nice. Couple of players going out still. I doubt Havertz will go for that, but we'll have to sort something out with that. If these transfers happen, then great. But also the wage bill's looking very healthy. Is there much else to update you on? What are the club finances? 266 million in the bank. I don't think we need much strengthening. I really don't. The squad's doing well. Everyone's in high spirits apart from Mavropanos, who looks to be going out on loan. No long-term injuries as far as I know. Everyone's happy. So I have to say it's going a little bit well. It really is. A little bit too well, actually. I can imagine something coming up, but we've got lots to look forward to at the turn of the year. Come back for the AFC Wimbledon game, which is on my birthday. I'm going to ring the change. I'm going to bring a load of youngsters to play. Hopefully we don't get shown up. It is an away game. And that's it, really. Oh, who wants Matt Macy? Let's have a quick look. Who wants Matt Macy? Nashville. Let's offer Matt Macy to Nashville. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Have Man United played at least one of their games in hand? Well, no, that was the Carabao Cup. So is that the final or quarter? Oh no, that must be a quarter-final replay. We're in the semis against Spurs, aren't we? So that's another thing, is that if we look at the squad competitions, third in the Premiership after 20 games, so we're over the halfway mark. Got Club Bruges away in the Europa. The FA Cup, as I said, we play at AFC Wimbledon next. We've got Spurs in the semi-final first leg. So everything is very rosy. I suppose it'd be a good time to have a little look at the halfway mark at some of the stats. Most appearances, no surprises, is the keeper. We've got Socrates as well as backup. As in second, and Rob Holding. So that defensive stability really important. We've got Mustafi who can play there as well, and I do try and rotate him in sometimes. And I sold David Luiz. Do we have anyone else that can play there? I'm sure we must do, but not off the top of my head. Callum Chambers can, and that might be another way of getting him a bit of game time. Other than that, Reece Nelson, who's been absolutely brilliant for us so far this season, 4-star in current ability, an absolute beast playing out on the right. In terms of goals scored, 9 for Oba, which is nice. He started to score because he went for a bit of a drought at the beginning of the game. Other than that, Reece Nelson. In terms of assists, you would expect Mesut Ozil. You'd be wrong. Reece Nelson with most assists, which goes to show exactly what I was saying about how he's been a beast for us this season. Second highest goal scorer and top of the assist charts alongside Hector Bellerin. Plenty to look forward to then. Ceballos is out injured, so we can come back next time, hopefully for a fun game against AFC Wimbledon on the games equivalent of my birthday. And I think we've got a good run of games as well. So yeah, AFC Wimbledon on my birthday. Tottenham in the first leg of the Carabao Cup. Man City away, that'll be a toughie. uh, and maybe Leicester. So actually, despite the fact that we're starting off with AFC Wimbledon, that's going to be a tough couple of games. And, it's the hard January months. Couple of bad results there. Man City, Leicester. If we get a bad couple of results there, performances might start to slide. So let's see where we are. If you've been watching all the way through, thank you very much. I hope it's been entertaining. It certainly has for me, but then again, I've been playing it. Hopefully you've picked up a few pointers on ways to play the game, whether it's tactics, whether it's shouts, whether it's players to buy, whether it's even how to deal with a situation in the game. Hopefully you pick something up from it. But I will hopefully see you on the next one. Feel free to leave a comment if you've liked it. Feel free to send me a message. Feel free to like it. Feel free to share it. Do what you want with it. It's my enjoyment. It's here for me to track my progress, and I will continue to do so. So video 12 coming up soon. Maybe even this afternoon, if not tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.